Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's news. There is an outbreak of coronavirus at the refugee camp in Germany. At least 70 people at the refugee camp near Bonn have tested positive for COVID-19. News of the outbreak prompted calls for better protection for asylum seekers and more testing at the often crowded facilities. Scores of people have tested positive for COVID-19 at a refugee home in western Germany, local authorities say. Some 17 people have tested positive and authorities have tested around 300 other residents at the compound, which is located in the town of St. Augustine outside the city of Bonn. The local Konodan Azenga newspaper on Sunday reported that the number of positive cases at the facility was over 100. The rest of the nearly 500 asylum seekers living at the facility are due to be tested. Most of the people who have tested positive for the virus either had mild or no symptoms, the district government said. The residents who tested positive have been isolated, authorities said, adding that 60 people whose tests came back negative have been transferred to another home. News of the outbreak prompted swift criticism, with politicians urging better protection for asylum seekers. We have repeatedly called for blanket testing in these homes, Green Party politician Horst Becker told Constant Azenga. Now we can see that this is happening far too late. Outbreaks have also been reported at other refugee homes in Bonn, Berlin and other areas of Germany. Last week, a court ruled protection against the coronavirus were inadequate at a refugee home in the same state as the St. Augustine outbreak. A pregnant woman and her husband had appealed to the court to be removed from the facilities. Asylum seekers in Germany are required to live in a reception center or shared accommodations. During their asylum applications, many live with several hundred other inhabitants, with some sharing rooms with strangers. The condition and lack of privacy in Germany's facility for asylum seekers have long been criticized by refugee and immigrant rights groups, with coronavirus pandemic raising fears amongst asylum seekers and activists alike. That is the news for today. So that's just the news for today anyway. And the rise of patients who have contracted COVID-19 at the asylum camp. The funny thing is this: how come they even contracted? Because they live in a confined area. They are not allowed to move about just like that. So it's really surprising that the high rates of those that have contracted the virus. I think one the group that was arguing about, they said that the testing for those who had COVID-19 in the asylum camp did not start early, hence the high spread of this COVID-19. I hope and pray that they are all tested on time so that they can separate those that really have the COVID-19 from those who are not infected, so that the infection rate will not go high. Anyway, thanks for listening. Leave your comments in the comment section, and that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye. God bless you.